Well, hello guys, once more, Chasing Reef here, and today we are going to be doing the 20-hour service on the brand new 2022 Yamaha F300s. I know there's I haven't seen a video yet on YouTube about it. I'm going to start with changing the lower unit oil. And we're going to start with that, and then we'll work our way up to change the oil filters and the oil itself. So stay tuned. Chasing Reef 2022 20-hour service, starting with the lower unit oil change. Okay people, so we're going to start with taking these plastic tabs right here on the lower unit. As a matter of fact, I want to give out a shout out to my boy Ariel from Miami Living 305 that he got with his source and got me the information on where to go on these drains and fill on these engines, because there's no information out there other than the dealer and the technician, Yamaha technicians and the dealer and stuff like that. There's no how to out there. So my boy Ariel from Miami Living 305 got with his sources, hooked me up with the information. Obviously I'm a tech, and got me the information, so we're gonna do this and get this done. So we're gonna remove this plastic tab, which has a screw on the other side holding this one together. They say that the drains and the fill are right in there, so we're gonna remove that. We'll go from there, see what that looks like. So there it is. There is the drain. There's the drain for that right there. So we're gonna go ahead and drain that, and I guess the breather's up here on the water line. We're gonna go ahead and do that first. And right there, people, right there, as you can see, So, and as you can see, people, right there, I have the breather screw off and the drain off, and it's draining right there. And we're gonna let that drain until the last drop. And then we're gonna drain the other motor. Then we're gonna fill them up with the little pump. Stay tuned, buddy. So guys, we are all drained up now. As you can see right there, she's all nice and clean and drained. We're gonna use the Yamaha lubricant for these engines, 80W90 Marine. That right there is gonna go in that little hole. We're gonna thread it in. It's a metric thread, and we're just gonna put it in there and pump it in until it starts weeping out on this side right here. And that right there, buddy, is how you drain and you fill these lower end units on these Yamahas, on the new ones, 2022. These are the F300XSB2s. XSB2s, people. 2022. So stay tuned for the video. Chasin Reef out. And there you have it, my friends. Second motor is already drained. Roll pan right there. See all that little goo coming out? That all has to come out. Make sure you drain it there a couple minutes. So that's the second motor. We're already pumping oil into this one. Gotta get the other quart. That way I can get the breather coming out. Get that weep hole, peeing oil. But that's all there is to it on the lower units. On these new engines, I mean, it's basically the same as the older engines. The only thing is that your drain and fill port and breather port are hidden behind the water intake grates. So yeah, behind the little grills there. Other than that, basically the same. And tomorrow, it's getting kind of late here. Tomorrow I'll show you guys here on how to change the oil and filter on these engines. I remove the cowling right there and the oil drain plugs right there on the housing, and then the oil filters on the other side. But yep, we'll get you guys seeing that tomorrow. Ciao ciao. Well guys, I had the engine running for about 10 minutes, warmed that oil up. So the way you're supposed to do it, you tilt it up for a couple minutes, get all that crank, all that oil into the crankcase from the valve train and all that, and then you lower the engine back down again, take the cowlings off and drain it, change the oil. So just want to show you guys right there at that process. I'm going to start with the starboard engine and we'll move from there. Keep tuned, buddy. Ciao. Okay guys, we're gonna go ahead and move to removing the cowling right here, and the drain plug should be right behind those cowlings. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the cowlings and go from there. missing any. There might be one or two inside here. The cow. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the lid. Go ahead and remove that. And we'll double check if there's any screws inside. It should be one or two. Yep. Over here there's one. Well, according to this, just be one. Okay. Get my sun hat. Whew. Out of here. Down here. There we go with the cowling removed, people. And right here behind this boot, it's the actual drain plug. They put this boot on here so your oil doesn't come down gushing here. It just comes out a little bit towards the pan. That's why they put that little boot there. Yamaha, people. Yamaha intervention. So we're gonna go ahead and drain the oil right here and let all the oil drain, okay? That's gonna be the 14mm socket. Gotta look through my super bag here. It's gonna be a little tight. $14mm socket. And as you can see, guys, there it is draining for 20 hours. That's pretty dirty. It's pretty black. But then again, it's a 20-hour service. That's gonna be all the metals there and all the breaking particles. So it's basically supposed to look like that. One other thing that they recommend is when you buy the kit, aluminum washer should come with the kit. It's always a good practice to replace it. Put a new one on there. So we're leaving that drain right there. Get all that stuff out. And then we're gonna go ahead and replace that with, here in Florida, it's hot, 20W40, FCW4M, YAMAHA engine oil. That's what these motors should use, 4M. In the hot weather, 20W40. Colder weather up north, 10W30. We're gonna go ahead, in the meantime, is remove the oil filter, which is on this side. They always keep these on the the 4 cylinders keep it on the port side, the V6s keep it on the starboard side. Right side. It's pretty easy. Right there. Remove it. That's about it for the 20-hour service. Then when you get all that done, before putting the cowling in, you want to use the YAMAHA lube, YAMAHA shield. Put it right there so you can see the YAMAHA shield. Good stuff around the seal. Just throw some on the wiring and the harness and all that. It's good for corrosion and keeping the salt away. It's good stuff. So we're about to drain that right there. We're gonna place the oil filter right here, put a new one on, and pour the new oil in. 6.6 quarts, 6.62 quarts will be correct. And that's basically it, buddy, for the 20-hour service. Obviously, for the 100-hour service, it's gonna be the same thing. All fuel filters and the impeller. That's at the 100-hour, every other 100 hours. So it's impeller, fuel filters, oil filter, and all the oils. And the water separator, fuel water separator is. So here we are, my friends. just fired up the beast. Basically what they want you to do is put a piece of duct tape on each intake on the front side when you use the boot. And as usual, you want that pee hole. You want water coming out of there, always, when you got this engine running. 2022 F300XSB2s. There you go. 20-hour service done. Engine oil and lower end unit. Just fire it up there for a little bit. The starboard side. Get that oil flowing. And then we'll do the same with the port side. Like I said, right there, you want to duct tape that intake port. Same on the other side. Put duct tape right there. And you want warm water coming out of all these holes. Warm water. And all these holes. 2022 people, F300XSB2, buddy. Once this one runs for a couple minutes, get that oil nice and seated, we'll fire up the starboard engine. Port side, sorry. Port engine there. Get that fired up. It's not easy. I mean, it is, but it's not if you're alone doing the whole process. And I even change the impeller and a few water separators or the fuel filter. So yeah, it'll take a couple hours to do both engines. Start around 10 a.m. It's gonna be like 1. So them guys that like to take their boats to the dealer, to the tech, guys, whatever they charge you, some people are gouged, you know, some of these shops like to gouge the customers, but I tell you what, it's not easy, man. It's a process. You gotta really know what you're doing, not breaking anything, not stripping anything. Do the process right. You want those those lower end units working right. Same with the engines. So some of them dealers, man, they're about right charging for service on these new engines, man. Well, finalizing this video, my brothers are here chasing Reef. Like I said, I was warming up the starboard engine. Now we're gonna hook it up to the port. We're gonna fire that up in a little bit. Like I said, I mean, this was just a 20-hour service. I will be posting a new video on YouTube when the 100-hour service is upon the engines. I'm gonna be showing how to change a few water separators inside the compartment there, and everything else on the 100-hour service, which includes the impeller, all the oils, all the filters, plus a few water separators. So yep, we're about done here, guys. It's gonna rain, but I think I beat the rain here. Everything else is downhill. Like I said, chasing Reef out. I will be posting the 100-hour video when the engines reach that. That will be changing the impeller, the bottom side of the lower unit there. Change the impeller and everything else. there will be a tutorial on that. Thank you guys, stay tuned. Chasing Reef. Well guys, Chasing Reef here. We'll post this video up on YouTube there. You can hit me up in the comments, any questions you have. I mean, I myself, I'm a diesel tech, diesel certified marine tech. I mean, I work on the outboards, nothing major, nothing internal, but I can do 20-hour service, 1-hour service, 100 hours there, change impellers, stuff like that, spark plugs, oil filters. Obviously these engines are under warranty, so any big problems like that, warranty will take care of it. But any maintenance, just hit me up down there in the comments. Any questions you have, we're here to answer your questions. All right, Chasing Reef out. Check you out in the water.